Mark Construction. We're making a video today of my trailer. I did a video, I don't know, it's probably 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, about my other trailer and how I was using Ron Paulk's concept to build the trailer out, and I decided to do the left side. If you go back to our home page, you'll see the other video if you'd like to see that. But what I ended up doing was buying a whole new trailer. It's got 5,200 pound axles instead of the old one had 3,500 pound axles. I'm going to use that for just hauling cabinets and drywall and things. So come on in here, I'll show you the trailer. Okay, so this here is the trailer, and this is the side that I just did. This here is the side that I did before. Let me see the camera. This is Trace. This is my cameraman helping me out today. But so this here is the side that I already did. That's in my other video. I did a few different changes when I put it in this trailer. But this trailer is a 16 by 8, 5,200 pound axles, V-nose. It's got 3/8 plywood in the on the walls and ceilings. I stripped off the stock wood that came with it, which is not that great of wood. We spray foamed everything, which you can see here in the corner where we spray foamed the whole inside. We put 3/8 pine plywood back, sanded ply, and so that's how we started out with it. The next thing we did was we started back here with this vacuum cabinet, and if you see it from here, I just on the right side I built it out further so I could have these shelves here, put my plumbing stuff, drywall stuff, electrical stuff, and then down at the bottom I put, you know, bags of concrete, thin set, things like that. Another thing I did that's a little different than what Ron Paulk done is I put a drawer. Usually my CT26 goes here. It's in my shop right now. I'm using it for my track saw and domino. But this drawer down here, you know, I put all my attachments in here so they're not all over the place and whatnot, and build a little drawer for that. Back here for my buckets, instead of them having to be bungee to the wall or whatever I'd done in the past, I built a little box, drilled a hole, or cut a hole out with a jigsaw the size of a 2-gallon bucket and of like a 5-gallon bucket, which is my most common ones I use. We do a lot of tile work and painting, so we usually have a big stack of buckets in here. Put my ladders, 2 4-foot ladders in here. We have another rack on the other trailer. We'll be taking off of that one and putting it on this one for the 6-foot and 8-foot ladders and our extension ladder. Here we have our hose reels for electrical cords and hoses. A little spot here to hang water hose, and also our bigger gauge cords for our bigger compressors and saws and things that have bigger motors. We put a little compressor here. I got a little 1-gallon compressor at the top. I got a twin tank little, you know, for framing, or mostly we use it for is texture and drywall with a hopper. And then this here is the DW1000. We made a little spot for that, and it's been a great asset to the trailer when I install cabinets. I don't have to come out and get this and get that. I wheel this in there. It's got my drills right here in the top. Then it's got all my screws right here. It's got all my drill bits and touch-up pins and things like that here. It's got my clamps in the bottom, and I can always change that out with this one, which is like kind of my rough end. It's got all my screws and things like that in it, and so that's, I can always change that out, wheel that in, and then have that in there when I'm doing my tear out. But it's a great tool. It's expensive. The Festool stuff is expensive, but in my opinion it's well worth it. This is where I put my tile saw up here. Then I have my sawhorses table right here for when I do tile work. That's the stand right there for the Milwaukee table saw, battery powered. that is an 1.75 inch battery powered chipping hammer, which is it's a great tool. It's not for chipping out, you know, a lot of concrete, but if you got to drain to move in a shower, which is what I do mostly, or in a kitchen, you got to move an electrical cord for an island, whatever, that thing works great in unison with this grinder, the 7-inch Milwaukee grinder with the dust shroud. Works really well. It doesn't cut completely 3.5 inches or 4 inches through the concrete, but it does enough that the chipping hammer can take over. I got my paint sprayer here, all these drawers, got all my drywall stuff, which I need to organize a little better. My paint brushes, rollers, you know, the rollers and the screens for painting, brushes to clean the brushes with, all my trials here, masonry trials, tile trials, you know, things like that. And all these drawers have different things in them. On these wheel wells, they stick out on these 8-foot trailers in the inside. If you see here, you don't see them, and that's because I notched the cabinets in the back to fit around that. So this bottom drawer is only that deep, which I made these little cubbies for all my saw blades and things like that, but they're only that deep. But they're deep drawers on their bottom. And so I have different drawers for all my saw blades, drill bits, tape. All these drawers have something in them. We're going to be doing a little more organization on them. These cubbies here are pretty much full. We have a lot of tools. I might be minimizing some stuff that I have 2 of because we work alone. I work by myself, me and my wife. We've had employees, and that's another video. But all my batteries up here, all my chargers are mounted up here. We built a little cabinet here. I think I did a different size than what Ron had, just so it would fit in my trailer the way I designed it. But this holds all of our cleaning products and chemicals and glues and things. We made this countertop, and we have an overhang on it, just like if you had a overhang on a countertop. Doubled it up on the edges, just like if you were making a mica top. We built this little spot here for a garbage can because it was always out in the middle and in the way. I'm in and out of people's houses every day, so I gotta have a working trailer, so it's not just sit there for months, you know, where we can pull things out and let them sit in the house. You know, we're in and out all the time, so I kind of need this area here as a walk space every day. And this area is around, I think it's like 38, 40, 42 inches wide, which gives me plenty of room to get, you know, my Festool workbench out, my table saw onto the stand and wheel it out here. Up here I have my battery powered chop saw, table saw, and the stand for it. We put a little piece of carpet in here. We're probably gonna be doing some more of that. We might be putting carpet on this floor here, but we'll see. We have some pre-wired LED lights. So these here are just the ones that are censored at night. If you come in, they'll turn on. They're just battery powered, but these here, this is going to be for a battery, and then I have a battery charger it'll hook up to and whatnot. So yeah, and then in the front we have these long drawers, just like on Ron's, but I put mine up off the ground, up off the floor a little bit, so I could store some 2x4s under there, you know. This is a beaver tail trailer, so if you see here, I had to kind of fit the bottom to that, which isn't a big deal. So yeah, that's our trailer. It's a new one. We have our old one over there, and it's empty. Well, it's got some stuff in it, but it's eventually going to get all emptied out. We're going to leave some of these shelves in here, but this is mainly going to be to haul the cabinets to the job. After we assemble them, put them together, whatever, or they come delivered, or we build them. We build them too. We do it many ways. We can put them in here, and because I don't have a lot of storage in my shop. I have a lot of, my shop isn't huge, so I can't store. Right now I have 3 kitchens that I've got. So one's gonna go, probably 2 are gonna go in here, and I'll stack them in here as they need to be done so that I can get to the ones in the back and then put the ones in the front. And yeah, so that it can stay out of the rain, stay out of the weather at the job. It starts to rain. We live in Florida, so it rains here during the summertime any given day. We don't know. So, we can just close the door on it, go back to work inside, and we don't have to worry about running back and covering them up and putting them inside where we don't have room. So that's what this is going to be. This is my shop. We're not going to do too much in here. Right now what I've got going on is building this spalted maple table. So I've already got the center part put together. We're going to put this breadboard in on it on either side. And that's something new to me. I've never done it before, so we're going to do that. And we're just kind of having fun, right, Trace? We're just trying to make a video. The coronavirus, he's out of school. Here, I'll give him the camera. And I went to my job. The people I'm working for are from New Jersey. And what happened is they were supposed to be gone till May, a couple months. And I had plenty of time to get their kitchen done. It's all tore out. It's almost ready for cabinets. I just got a little bit of painting to do and things, and then it's ready for cabinets. But they came back this weekend and went to work on Monday, and they were okay, no problems. But then the governor, obviously said that people from New York, New Jersey need to self-quarantine for 14 days. So she went to go get tested because I guess she had started to have a cough. But anyways, none of their business, enough of their business. But we're quarantined from there. We can't go there, which is a good thing. I mean, it's better to say sorry. So we're kind of stuck at the shop. We've watched Paulk's video he just posted. And he was saying how it's a good time to do this stuff. I've been talking about making videos. I've been talking about making a video of that trailer. And so now we have the time to do it. We have plenty of stuff to do. I mean, after probably, I'd say a week and a half, we're going to run out of stuff to do. I'm sure we can find some stuff to do, but stuff that makes money, that's the whole thing. But we've been fortunate, to make some money, and we've been responsible with it to where we can, weather the storm. I don't know how long, but everybody stay safe out there, and I hope this video helps somebody. I've got a lot of inspiration and a lot of ideas from YouTube, and we just, this is something we're going to try to get into doing. Trace is going to be my new cameraman, so I'm hoping that, we can help somebody out and become part of the community. So thank you guys. And here's Trace again with his nice little Armor hat. There you go. All right. Tell everybody bye, Trace.
Bye.
All right.